All right, what's up, everyone? How we doing? Wait a minute to get some people online, but yeah, hope you guys are well. Hope everyone is good. Yeah, it's 12 p.m. here Pacific time. I worked the nightclub last night. Busy night, really busy night. So I'm on about 5 hours of sleep. But it's all right. Wanted to get this stream, and then got some stuff to do afterwards. So it'll be good though. It'll be a good day. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait a few minutes, get some people on the stream. Um, but yeah, it was a good night. It was just really busy last night. Probably the busiest Wednesday night, college night I've had in a really long time. So when I got to work and I saw the line out the door and wrapped around the corner, I knew something was up. So um, I knew it was gonna be a busy night. But yeah, it was good. A lot of water cups, a lot of underage people. But yeah, it was good overall. So yeah. So today I will be drinking this beer, Yellow Vanilla. It's an IPA, technically a milkshake IPA. Very interesting. Um, it's by Full Circle Brewing Company. I swear I've heard of them before. I just don't know exactly where they're from. Actually, Fresno, California. So they're a local one. Oh, California based at least. That's kind of cool. Um, so it tells you like the color, the malt, the hops in it, 6.5% alcohol, so it's not bad. I'll show you. It's kind of cool. So it tells you the color, the malt, and then the what's the last one? Oh, the hops in it too. So like I guess the level of it. It's really cool actually. So how's everyone doing? For any viewers, how we doing today? Let me know who's on here. But yeah, this will be cool. I'm excited to try this one. I'll crack it open here in a couple minutes. But yeah, other than that, today I'll be kind of telling, obviously, the topic of it, how much I made in tip money um, this last week. So 3 shifts, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Um, Also, I actually started a Discord channel. Um, so yeah, I started a Discord. Basically, I want it mainly for bartenders, but it's gonna be for anyone. So it just depends on what kind of reaction I get. If people are interested in it, I can make like a general chat so anyone can talk. Like I kind of want to get my feet wet with scam baiting. So if scam baiting does really well, I can start like a scam baiting channel too. But it won't be mainly for bartending. So yeah, basically, I want to, I want it to be so big where people can ask basic bartending questions. Because you all know we've been put in scenarios where a customer does something and you're kind of questioning what you should do. Maybe they wrote a certain tip in there but they gave you a different total. Do you go off the tip? Do you go off the total? Any bartender related questions. Maybe you make a sex on the beach and someone tells you, hey, you made it wrong, you made it incorrectly. Because there are drinks like that out there, like a paloma, for example. Some people make it with grapefruit juice. Some people make it with squirt, the soda. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's kind of what I want to make that chat for. And if I can make that Discord like basically as big as I want it to be, I can make it for like Los Angeles to have its own, Las Vegas to have its own bartending area, Miami to have its own. If I get people from say Sydney, Australia, where Australia or Sydney can have its own little channel in there. And that way you can do cool things too. If your bar's hiring, you can post it on there. Um, if you're kind of checking into work, you can say, hey, I just got to this place, happy hour from now to 7 p.m. Come to my bar, stuff like that. So I want to make it that big. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm aiming for on Discord. I actually have the link in the description. Let me see if I can pop it into the chat real quick. Give me 1 second here. Just gonna copy the link down, invite people. Okay, cool, I got it. All right. Um, Justin, what's up, buddy? How you doing, buddy? All right. I'm gonna post the link right now. All right, you guys should see my link. I just posted it. How you doing, Justin? What's up, man? Um, yeah, I don't know if you guys see it yet, but I did post that link on there. Actually, no way. Um, yeah. So basically, sorry, but it is in the link in the description. So I did post it, but for some reason it's not coming up. It is in the description though. So if you guys want to join the Discord, basically it's a like a chat app. You can make different rooms in there. You can have different topics in there. There are a lot of Facebook groups for bartenders and all that. I'm not a fan for a few reasons. Like basically, I'm in one group that's like for universal, right, for anyone, and that's actually a really good group. I like it. For the most part, it's pretty chill there. Um, but you can't make it into subgroups, so you can't do it like by the you can't do it by city, you can't do it by state. And Discord, it gives you that option of making sub chats, so that's another reason. And then also, you get creeps on Facebook, So if you're in a bartender's Facebook group and you post, hey, I'm here at this bar, come come hang out with me, whatever, happy hour for a couple more hours. If there's someone that's a creeper or they want to hit on you or something, they can easily click on your profile, say go to main profile, and now they're on your main Facebook page. They know where you work at, if you're posting any pictures, stuff like that. On Discord, you can kind of keep your profile as private or as discreet as you want. So you don't have to post a Facebook, like a profile picture. You don't have to post anything else like that. And they can't see your personal information if you just post like a family picture or anything like that. So, yeah, that's kind of why I think it's a better idea. So, yeah, if you're interested in joining my Discord group, please do. I'm trying to get that big too. Um, I did make some vacation changes. I will not be going to Thailand this year after all. I decided to go to the Philippines instead. Basically, I wasn't going to get as much time off as I wanted this year. There's been a couple of people that have kind of started moving on. So, at my job, so the boss man said basically I'd only get maybe like 10 or 12 days off max. So, it's just not worth going to Thailand for 10 to 12 days. Say I go 10 days, right? I'm losing about 1 day in transit going there and about 1 day coming back. So it's just not worth it in my opinion. So I decided to postpone it until next year. And then also, I decided to go from Thailand to the Philippines instead. Reason why is just because um, I've already checked Thailand out. I did 2 weeks of quarantine there, and on top of that, I spent almost another month and a half there after. It was a great time. I love Thailand. Like, I really love Thailand. Um, People there were so friendly, so kind to me. There's so much to do. It was so much cheaper than the US. And I have some very fond memories of, my resort and then going to Pattaya and the city over there, but I wanted to try something different. Philippines has always been on my bucket list too. So, yeah, it's something I want to try out, and I'm gonna go ahead and try it next year. And I will be back to Thailand. More than likely next year, but it's just something I had to do. So, yeah, I'll be going to um, Philippines, Manila, Philippines instead of Thailand. So if you guys have ever been there, let me know in the comments. What are some good places to check out, and you know, what do you recommend for me to do there? Any good hotels that you know of, anything like that you can kind of offer some advice on, please let me know in the comments, in the chat. I'd appreciate it. I also want to say shout out to the US and shout out to Mexico. You guys are the top two countries that I have viewers from. So shout out. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I still have to play around with the stream, get the times in a better time zone, where more of my viewers are online, so I can get this these live streams kind of hit and kind of get more streamers on. So yeah, like I said, you guys let me know if if there's any recommendations for live streams, what I can be doing better, what I can do to improve it, I'd appreciate it. Um, if I do get this stream with enough people on there, I'd say at least 50 people. Check this out. I can do that. So that is in the plans. If it wants to cooperate with me, here we go. I'm waiting. There we go. Okay, so this right here, where is it at? That right there, that's a spin wheel, right? So basically, if I get enough viewers on, I want to do some kind of a game where I'll set something up and I kind of play a game with you guys to be interactive with you guys, and I can take some shots. So these are all shots on there, which I will modify it depending on what kind of alcohol I have at my bar right now. That bar. Um, I'll modify it, but yeah, there's gonna be different shots on there. You know, it could be like a tequila shot, could be like a flavored vodka shot. You know, I could do like a Mexican candy shot or a pink Starburst shot, stuff like that. And I'll have it on the spin wheel, and basically I'll play some kind of a game with you guys, and I'll be taking shots. You know, just to kind of I want it more interactive where I can interact with you guys. The chat's a great way to do that, but I just want it kind of a different way. You know. Um, so yeah. Um, basically, yeah, but I want enough viewers to be able to do that, you know. So yeah, but that's in the making. Like I said, that's why I was so excited about getting Streamlabs up and running. Yeah, so that'll be interesting though. And I kind of have some numbers for scam baiting. So I do want to do some scam baiting. I actually got a couple of numbers ahead of time, and I have like at least two confirmed numbers for scam baiting. So that it will be an important part of my stream going forward. You know, I'll do some scam baiting, some prank calls, but only to scammers. That's the only time I would think prank calling is a good idea. You know, if you're wasting scammers' times, unfortunately, there's a lot of scammers out there. $5.8 million scammed out of the U.S. last year alone. So that's kind of my reason of why I want to go after scammers. You know, and what was it? Worldwide, it was 29 billion. And I'm sorry, I stand corrected. From the US alone last year is 5.8 billion with a B, not million. And then globally, 29 billion. So that's exactly why I want to go after scammers, prank call some scammers, use some fake names like bartender name, like, Johnny Walker and stuff like that, Jack Daniels as my name when I prank call these scammers, waste their times, you know. And I can even do some kind of thing, maybe incorporate that into the game, you know, and then incorporate that into the spin wheel too. Um, Let me see. Okay, yeah, I didn't want to show the spinning wheel anymore. I got a notification. I guess there's AWS outages, so Streamlabs is being impacted by it. So that might be why certain features aren't working on Streamlabs right now. Okay, yeah, I won't even show the spin wheel anymore. But as promised, here you guys go. I will open this up. Illa Vanilla. Um, it's out of Full Circle Brewing Company out of Fresno, California. So I'm gonna crack it open and see how I like it. If you guys are in the chat, if you guys are watching, drop a comment. Let me know where you guys are from, who's watching. Cheers, guys. Okay, it's pretty smooth actually. I'd say the vanilla taste is subtle in it, you know, but it is pretty smooth. And I would say it really doesn't taste like an IPA. So it's pretty smooth actually. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad though. That's actually not bad at all. It's weird, huh? Within an hour of waking up and I'm drinking a beer. But yeah, I promise I'll do it. Um, so yeah, without further ado, I will go into how much money I made last week in bartending. Keep in mind that's working three shifts: Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. As a bartender, it came out to about 14 and a half hours. On Wednesday, that's kind of my busiest night when it comes to volume because it's a theme night, it's college night, gets crazy in there. So on Wednesday night in credit card tips, I made 104, yeah, $104 in credit card tips. In cash tips, I made $64. On Friday, that's my slowest night of the whole week. I made $44.50 US in credit card, and I left him with $5 in cash. I know, crappy. Saturday night, credit card, I made 137.25 and then $36 in cash tips. Now keep in mind, I do have a bar back, so I tip my bar back out 20%. So that comes out of my cash tips. It includes credit card and cash, but I have to tip them out in cash, so that takes away from my cash. So basically 20% was minus the cash as well. So yeah, so total credit card tips for the whole week was 285.75. Total cash was $105, and then I did get an hourly paycheck of $98. Keep in mind that I'm taxed heavily on that. I'm taxed my hourly wage plus I'm taxed my credit card tips because those are automatically reported, and then also I'm taxed on my cash because when I clock out, I have to claim my cash tips as well. So I have to import. If I made say $64 in cash, I have to when I clock out, I have to claim that as well. So my hourly check is basically taxed very heavily. It's basically taxed three different times. So $98 hourly. So altogether, including my hourly, my cash tips after tipping out my bar back, and then my credit card tips, I made $488.75 working about 14 and a half hours. That roughly equals to about $33.70. So actually, that's a slow week. It really is a slow week. I usually make more money than that. I would say that's probably about $150 less than I usually make on an average week. So it was a slower week. Friday, I would say it's a little bit less cash than I usually bring in. Um, Fridays are my slower day, but I can at least count on at least 15, $20 more in cash than I did that day. Wednesday, the credit card's 104 on a Wednesday. That's really low. So um, that's probably about $50 to $60 less than I normally make, and that's less cash than I usually bring in too. And then Saturdays are hit or miss. Saturdays 137 could be okay. Other days on a Saturday I made like 180 in credit card tips, 190 in credit card. So it really is hit or miss. And then my cash was really low on Saturday. $36 cash for Saturday is pretty low. I would say normally I can bring in at least 30, 35, $40 more than that. So but still 488.75 for working about 14 and a half hours. I still can't complain. This is still my money making job. I still make more money off of that one than my other job. My other job's at a hotel. It's kind of a slower job. And then I have to split tips with the kitchen as well. So yeah, I basically that's really not my money making job. I kind of rely on the nightclub for that one. um, yeah, kind of think about getting another job, working day shift or something, just so I can kind of make some more money. I'm trying to save up for a house or condo. I know California is extremely expensive, and it's really un, uh, basically it's unlivable. My whole paycheck, basically, I'd have to work like four jobs just to qualify for a mortgage, and then on top of that, if I did by some miracle qualify, then I'd have to work like four jobs just to basically pay my rent and have no spending money. And I'm not going to live like that. So I am looking to move out of the state. Las Vegas is an option. Phoenix, Arizona is an option. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is probably my number one choice. Unfortunately, the flights out of there that I'm looking at, there's no direct flights. And there's like basically detours or um, I'd have to fly to another major airline and then or airport and then go somewhere else. So, yeah, but Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is an option just because number one is it's very big in tourists, and then number two is it's very cheap to live and you get to live right on the beach. But like I said, unfortunately, it's just so expensive that I mean, the flights. I'm sorry, not Myrtle Beach. The flights. There's no direct flights there, so it's making it very difficult. So I don't think I'd want to go somewhere where when I want to come back to Southern California to visit family, I'm kind of scrambling around trying to find flights, or I have to go to Phoenix and have an 8 hour um, layover there and then come home. So what should be like a 4.5, 5 hour flight, I assume, and the like the lowest ones I'm seeing is like 14 hours or 17 hours because of all the layovers and no direct flights available. So yeah, Dallas, Texas is high on my list too. San Antonio, Texas is another option. That's probably the cheapest one I've seen so far. So if you guys have any insight, if you guys live in any of those cities, let me know, please. I'd very much appreciate it. Um, yeah. Um, Other than that, but yeah, that's kind of why I'm trying to make some money, build up some money, and other than that, uh, yeah, and then my other option is obviously moving overseas, moving to Thailand, moving to Philippines, moving to Mexico. But there's a couple of things I'd have to rely on that for. Number one is I'm still studying like for IT stuff, so I'd have to basically finish my studies and then get a remote job where I can work from anywhere, or start my own business where I can basically do like build websites and stuff like that. And I can do it on my terms. I can basically run my own business. But again, I kind of have to get some experience first, finish my studies, and then do that. Um, and then the other one is YouTube. If I can get this channel to grow, that'll give me basically some more leeway where I can go overseas. And number one is take longer vacations. Number two is possibly move out of the country. But yeah, I have a long way to go for this YouTube to do that. So but yeah, anyway, um, so I've gone over how much I made for the week last week. Slower week. I'm still grateful. It's still good money though for the 14 and a half hours. I've gone over my rerouted vacation. Basically, that I'm not going to Thailand anymore. I'm going to Philippines. And yeah, where my viewers are mainly coming from, which is Mexico and the United States. My Discord channel. Yes, Vegas, Justin, Vegas happening. Yeah, buddy, we'll be there in 3 days now. So what, about a little over 72 hours? We'll be there, so that'll be great. Um, yeah. So keep in mind, guys. I'll be in Vegas in 3 days. I will be doing a live stream from the Las Vegas Strip. It'll probably be a quick one, just because I want to enjoy my vacation out there too. But I'll probably live stream for about 30 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip, just walking basically from outside of MGM and walking towards Caesar's Palace. It'll be passing all of them basically. Planet Hollywood. You'll be passing Wynn, Encore, Venetian. Um, what are some of the other Caesars ones? All those going basically from MGM over to Caesar's Palace. So, and then you'll be passing like the M&M factory, the Coca-Cola factory, with the big lights and all that. Hard Rock Cafe has like a really cool one out there. Oh man, the Las Vegas Strip is just it's amazing if you've never been. Um, the first time you walk by it, you'll just be in awe the whole time. So many lights, so many people walking. And also, Nevada does not have a law where you cannot drink in public. So you can walk the Las Vegas Strip with a beer in hand and no one will say crap to you as long as you're not being drunk in public. If you start acting stupid, they can get you for being drunk and disorderly. But if you're just walking the strip with a beer, with one of those big old like cocktail drinks, you can go with the cocktail drink, whatever. Yeah, you can do that, no problem. No one will mess with you. There's actually a cool scene. It's inside of the Planet Hollywood shops. So there's a hotel casino right next to it. There's a mall. Um, there's a basically, I think it's called Tipsy Bartender, and it's basically a robotic bartender. You go into like an iPad and you order a drink, right? And then this robot will make it. It's like a robot arm that moves around, gets all the ingredients, and makes you a drink. I have a video on it. I made a video on it probably about 4 or 5 months ago. It's on my channel if you guys want to watch it. But it's called Tipsy Bartender. It's on the Las Vegas Strip, and yeah, it makes you a drink. It was kind of cool. Basically, the robot made me a drink, right? And then one of their attendants came up to me. It was like, "Hey, look, basically, I don't think it's making it strong enough for you." So she basically put an extra shot in there for me. I'm pretty sure that I think maybe she just wanted tip money. I don't know, but it was still a cool gesture, so I tipped her out for that. But yeah, the robot made the drink, and then this chick came and basically topped it off with more alcohol. But it's a cool thing just to go check it out for yourself. I want to say it was like $16 or $18 for uh I don't know. I can't remember what I got. I think it was a Mai Tai or Sex on the Beach or something like that. Um, it's cheaper than like a rock vodka Red Bull or something. So I just went for like a kind of a cheap drink just to kind of test it out and see, what it's about. What do you think of that one, Justin? Something you would try? Ayla Vanilla. It's an IPA, but it's pretty smooth. It really doesn't taste like an IPA. But yeah, here's the videos I'm planning on doing anyway. Live stream from the Las Vegas Strip. I really want to live stream from Fremont Street. If you guys have never been to Fremont Strip, it's basically the old Las Vegas Strip in downtown Las Vegas. Basically, in the last few years, Las Vegas has actually pumped millions of dollars into revamping it, remodeling it. Um, so it's really cool, actually. There's a lot to do there. It has a lot of the old casinos, like Golden Nugget, the D, um, what's the other one I'm thinking of? El Cortez. Um, Gosh, there's a few hotels over there, but yeah, it has a lot of the old school hotels over there. It's just a strip, but it's kind of more compressed. They have like this tunnel above you that's nothing but TVs. So I think it's every day at 8 p.m. They play like God Bless the USA or God Bless America. I think every hour on the hour they have like a 5 or 10 minute music video show. You can buy all kinds of cocktails out there. They have live bands for free. It's really cool if you guys have never been there. I would love to do a live stream from there. Unfortunately, with all the music blaring, with so many people in such a small area, I just feel like there's more people. Number one is YouTube will flag it for copyright because of the music alone, and number two is I feel like there's more potential problems with people saying, "Hey, don't record me, get that out of my face," you know. So I've gotten away with doing videos out there, but I'm kind of smart about it. You know, I don't do hidden cameras, but I will be live streaming. I just make sure I don't do it when people are passing right by me. I kind of stand in a corner and kind of record everything. Um, so I probably won't be able to live stream, but I can probably do a video from Fremont. So I'll live stream from the Las Vegas Strip. I'll probably do a second live stream on my second day there. I just have to figure out where I can do it. Maybe I can do it poolside at the hotel I'm staying at. Maybe I can do it while I'm gambling and just focus the live stream on my machine because casinos are very strict about filming and also live streaming inside of a casino. So I'll be kind of sneaky about it. Maybe I can do a live stream of like me gambling and just face the camera on the machine I'm gambling on. Um, I like to play Keno, so maybe that's a way I can kind of interact with you guys. You guys can tell me what numbers to try to gamble and pick or whatever. But yeah, I won't be doing a lot of talking because most bars that you gamble at or casinos, again, number one is they can't, they won't let you film outside. Number two is, or like other than the machine, and number two is the music. So if I do that, I literally would just have to focus on the machine itself. But yeah, the videos I'm planning on doing is I will do a room tour of the Palms in Las Vegas. That's a hotel I'm staying at. It's gone through a few changes in the last few years. It has a really nice pool, like a really, really nice pool area. So I'll do a room tour and a pool tour of the Palms. I'll do a live stream of the Las Vegas Strip, and then I'll do some kind of a live stream on the second day. And yeah, for Fremont, I'll probably do a video of it, but not an actual live stream of it, just so I can be more creative and stuff. Cheers, guys. I'm talking a lot. Yeah, it's actually pretty good, Justin. I love supporting local breweries and all that. This is out of Fresno, California, so yeah, I'm having this before coffee. How's that for a morning for you? Um, yeah, so basically, I've been doing a lot of more research on like scam baiting. I actually have some active numbers that I can prank like do scam baiting prank calls, but I don't have enough viewers for that, so I'm not gonna do it on today's stream. But yeah, I called a Norton one and I was on the phone with them for like 15 minutes before the stream just to try it out. So yeah, they're out there. They're out there. There's a few websites where I can get scammers' numbers. The great thing is that a lot of them are being shut down within 24 hours of posting, so that's good. That means that there's scam baiters out there that are actively going after these scam call centers and getting their numbers shut down. That doesn't mean their call center shut down. That means they're just changing their number. But even if we can get them shut down for, you know, 2 or 3 hours while they have to get a new number and all that, that's still progress because that's still one less victim that they can go after. It's unfortunate, but a lot of their victims are people in their 60s, 70s, 80 years old, and they're going after them and taking money from them. And they trick these vulnerable people by remotely connecting to their computer, um, telling them to log into their online banking so they can refund them the scam money supposedly. And then once they're on their online banking thing, they can transfer money to people. They can find out how much money they have in their account, and they can really go after them, and it leaves the victim so vulnerable. And if you're 75 years old, 72 years old, 68 years old, 82 years old, you probably don't know any better. Literally, it almost happened to my parents about 2 months ago, and my mom called me and was like, "Hey, something's wrong." Basically, they they had to buy a new engine from my a new used engine from my dad's car. Um, Something happened where when they got tried to call and say, well, "Hey, it was a bust engine," their mechanic actually rejected it, saying the engine was really bad. Somehow they got connected, and basically they got connected to like some thing where they were scammers, and they tried to get my mom to connect her laptop and download AnyDesk, and they try to basically connect to my mom's computer, and she's like, "Hey, something doesn't sound right." I go, "First of all, they're asking for to connect to your computer remotely. They don't need that. They're asking you to verify information that they should already have because you bought an engine from them. You know, they're asking for your routing number for your bank. Why do they need all that? The same debit or credit card you used to buy the engine with, they should be able to return the money." So something was up with them. And then when I heard them on the phone, um, guys, I'm not trying to be racist. It's just the unfortunate thing. A lot of these scam centers come from India. So I heard the accent and I just told them immediately hang up. If they're not going to work with you, call your bank, have your bank go after them for the money. Again, I'm not trying to be racist. I apologize. It's the unfortunate thing that a lot of scam call centers are out of India. For the record, Indian people hate them because it gives them a really bad name. I know a lot of Indian friends that say like that's crap. I don't like them. So just to clear the air on that one, it's not all Indians. In fact, most Indians hate their guts for giving them such a bad name and for scamming people. So anyway, that's why I want to go after them. Prank calls would be fun. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And like I said, man, I have some ideas. Like the spin wheel right here. Let's see. Streamlabs. There we go. It's working again. So this right here is a spin wheel, right? So I can spin it, and then whatever shot it lands on, I'll take a shot of it. So I'll update it with whatever liquor I have in stock at my bar right back here. There we go. That bar. I'll kind of stock it up with whatever. Or I'll change. Sorry, it's opposite. It's backwards. So I'll update the spin wheel with whatever alcohol I have in my bar at the moment, and then I want to play some kind of game with you guys once I get more viewers. Next, maybe in the next few live streams where I'm more interactive with you guys. So I play a game with you guys, and I spin the wheel. Whatever it lands on, I'll take a shot of it. It's just a fun way. I can put some shots up there on that spin wheel where you guys don't know it, and I can make a shot right in front of you guys. Like right now, at my bar, I know I have the ingredients for a pink starburst shot, which is like vanilla vodka, watermelon pucker liqueur, and sweet and sour mix. I can make a cinnamon toast shot, like it tastes like the cereal cinnamon toast. I can make that shot. There's a few other ones I can make. I'd have to go through it right now. I think I can make a birthday cake shot. But yeah, I want to do some more interactive stuff with you guys. The chat's great, but I want to do some other stuff with you guys. But once I get to at least I would say 50 viewers, maybe 30 viewers, something like that, I can start doing the spin wheel, get more interactive, get more creative with the live streams. Um, so um, yeah, that's the spin wheel right there. It's ready. I just have to update it with the shots, but it's ready to go pretty much. That's why I'm so happy to have Streamlabs going. But yeah, that's 1,000,000% why I wanted Streamlabs, so I can have the spin wheel and have stuff like that. But so if you guys have any ideas of how I can incorporate this spin wheel and make it interactive and fun with you guys, I'm all ears for that. Maybe it's like, when I prank call the scammers, they love to say, do one thing, do one thing. So they'll say, okay, you talk to them, give them your name, and they'll say, do one thing, do one thing. Please let me know the invoice number. Okay, do one thing, do one thing, do this. So maybe it's playing some kind of a game where every time they say do one thing, but yeah, if you guys have any ideas of how I can incorporate the spin wheel, I'm all ears for it, so let me know. Yeah, that's a spin wheel. Really excited for it, so that'll be good. Let's see here. I'm trying to play around with the Streamlabs and see what else I can do here. Okay, that doesn't want to work right now. Yeah, Streamlabs is having some issues. They said there's Streamlabs services are currently affected by an AWS outage. Like earlier, I tried to bring up the spin wheel and they wouldn't do it. So, um, but yeah, so that's basically it in a nutshell. Like I said, if anyone has ever been to Philippines, let me know. I'm excited. I just rebooked and rerouted my flight yesterday. I basically um, changed my Thailand flight from this year and rerouted it to uh, Philippines, and I'm postponing until next year. So for my birthday next year, I'm gonna be in Philippines. So I'm excited for that. Um, yeah. Um, there's a beach city in the Philippines that I want to really go check out. It's called Boracay. I've heard some amazing things about it. I've seen some really cool YouTube videos on it. So I'm stoked to go over there. So I'm flying into Manila. I'll probably spend like maybe 4 or 5 days in Manila. Then go and spend maybe like 3 nights in Boracay, and then I'll go right back to Manila for like I want to say I'll have like 3 or 4 more days left over in my vacation, and then I fly back. So I'm super excited about that. I'm just gonna start doing my research, so I have my list of things I'm gonna go and check out in Philippines. The Filipinos are extremely nice people. I've had some great friends that are Filipino. I served with some great people in the U.S. Navy that were from Philippines. Great people. The culture, the food. I'm super excited to be going over there. So Justin should go. You should go, buddy. Um, Also for Las Vegas, if you guys have any recommendations for me for Las Vegas, I'm all ears for it. I lived there for like 3, almost 4 years, so I know some cool places to go, but I'm always open to suggestions. So, yeah, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited to be going over there. Um, I like to gamble. I like to play Keno. I've only won two taxables ever in Las Vegas. Taxable means it's over $1,200, I believe, and both of them were on Keno. So Keno is like a or a game where you just pick numbers. I believe it's 60 numbers on the board, 50 or 60. I think it's 60, and you choose numbers, and then however many numbers it lands on is how much you can win. So if you hit like 6 out of 6 numbers, that's $400. 7 out of 7 numbers is $1,750, and an 8 out of 8 is $2,500. And then above there, I don't know. I never play more than 8 numbers. I usually actually rarely play 8 numbers, because the more numbers you pick, the more numbers you have to win to hit or hit to win. The higher the odds are against you. So um, yeah, but I've won one jackpot where I hit 8 out of 8 numbers. It was $2,500, and I hit 7 out of 7 numbers of 1750. Both were on Keno. Both were actually off the strip. So I feel like your chances of winning are higher if you go off the strip. Um, I won't be driving this time, so I probably won't be going to too many places off the strip. Aside from Fremont, I do plan on going to Fremont. But yeah, aside from that, Uber and Lyft comes out expensive if you start going here and then there and then there. So there's actually a cool Ford factory. I don't know what it's called, like a Ford museum, Ford factory in Las Vegas. You basically get to see, I think it's a Mustang museum actually, and they have a Mustang of every generation there on display. It's really cool, but again, it's off the strip, so I probably won't be going this time. But it was really cool to see Mustangs from every generation. My dream car is actually a classic Mustang, probably like a 66 or 67 Mustang. That's my dream car. I really want to own one, but I'm just waiting. I need a garage, without having a garage, it's impossible to basically keep up with it and, really maintain it and everything. Fun fact, I actually owned one in 2016. I actually owned a 66 Mustang. I was living in San Diego at the time. Um, I had a blue 1966 Mustang. I still have pictures of it. I'll show you guys one day on a stream. Um, but unfortunately, I was living with my grandma at the time, and I didn't have a garage to keep it in, so it either had to be parked in the driveway or parked on the street. And she lived in a street that kind of was like a curve to go up, and people would go down the curve really fast, right? Someone sideswiped my classic Mustang. So I woke up one morning and there was a big scrape on the rear end driver's side of my car towards the street. So yeah, I was so bummed out, and after that, I was kind of heartbroken, you know, and I just decided to I actually posted it for sale. Um, and someone actually came to me and said, "Hey, look, I want that car. I want a car like that. I have a BMW. You know, I think it was a '06 BMW. You know, are you interested in a trade?" And I looked it up. The value of that BMW was actually probably rated higher than what the street value of my Mustang was at the time, because my Mustang really wasn't fixed up or anything. I did some work to it. You know, I did some electrical work to it to fix some problems it had. Um, I fixed the audio, like it had no stereo in there when I first bought it. So I did a few different things to it, but I didn't do a lot to it. So it wasn't like a fixed up Mustang. It was just in decent shape, you know. So anyway, I ended up doing a clean trade for that Mustang for that BMW, and it just kind of broke my heart because I feel like for that car, I really need a garage for it. You know, that car doesn't belong on the street. So I just decided to get rid of it and kind of postpone my dream of fixing up a Mustang, you know. But yeah, that's ultimately that's my dream right now. I feel like a car like that is only going to retain its value too, you know. Um, all these new cars, you drive it off the lot, you just lost $10,000 just like that, just because it's now considered a used car, you know. Classic cars will only retain their value. Other than my current car, the second car I've had the longest was probably a 1969 Chevy C10 pickup truck. I did do some restoring to that one. I um, what's it called? I redid the engine on it. I sent it to get painted and get some body work done. I had to do some electrical work to that one. That truck actually came to me with decent upholstery, but yeah. So, but I had to put some stereo in it, some audio work in it. What else did I do to that? I did quite a bit to it. I put um, what are they called? The LED whatever headlights on it because the original ones were very dim. So I did a lot to that truck, but yeah, I loved that truck. It was a gas guzzler, you know, but I loved that truck. It was super reliable for me. At that time, I only had that truck, a 1969 Chevy C10, and then I had a motorcycle. So anytime it rained or anything like that, or I really had to go get stuff like groceries and I couldn't take my motorcycle, that was my only bread and butter right there, you know. So that truck got a lot of action and it did really well for me. It was reliable for me. After I got the engine rebuilt, it was super reliable. The 350 small block is probably the most reliable engine in history, in my opinion. So yeah, it was good. I love that truck. I'll probably end the stream here in a few minutes. Yeah, there's not a lot of viewers yet, so I'll probably end the stream in a little bit. Like I said, I gotta play around with my times, find out when my viewers are online the most, you know. But yeah, like I said, slower weekend tips, you know, but still a good weekend tips. Basically, when you factor everything in, like what other job can you say that you average about 33, $34 an hour, working 14 and a half, 15 hours a week? You know what I mean? 3 days a week. So even though it's a slower week, I would say about $150 less than what I normally make on average. It was still solid money for the amount of hours I work, you know? So, yep, still enjoying that one. So, you guys, type in the chat who's watching me right now. Let me know where you guys are from, where you're watching from. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, Vegas in 3 days. I'm excited for it. I'm stoked. Just found out I might have another buddy in town for that night, so that'll be very good. Um, so yeah, plenty more content to come. I will have a video up. Honestly, I got to do it this weekend. I have to post a video. I haven't posted a video on this channel for a couple of weeks, and I'm long overdue for one. So I'll come up with a cool, interesting video, and I'll post it. So um, I would say within the next 3 or 4 days. I'd love to do it before Vegas, actually. So we'll see. I'll come up with some kind of a video and I'll post it. You guys are quiet. No one wants to chat. No one wants to comment anything. So I think it might be a good time to mean a lot that you guys are on the stream for me. I hope you guys found this interesting or fun at all. So thanks so much. Please do not drink and drive. Please drink responsibly. If you guys have any bartending related questions, any idea or any questions on cocktails, anything to order like that, let me know. Please comment any ideas for live streams or videos. I'm all open for it. Vegas to come, so I'll have plenty of videos from Vegas. So stay tuned for that. It'll be out within the next few days. Live stream on Sunday. I don't know what time yet, but once I hit the Las Vegas Strip, I'll I'll jump on live. It won't be scheduled, but I will jump on a live stream. So you guys check out, be on the lookout for that Sunday. Other than that, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Make today happen. Make it count. It's a beautiful